Rice family, bought a good chunk of land in King County that was also taken out of this Greenbelt swap, at the end of last year with Dougie. It's now being put back in, but they essentially took out this $80 million at whatever 25% annual interest rate from RBC, and they bought this chunk of land like 60 days before the announcement was made. And, the Integrity Commissioner, the Auditor General, they both basically said, listen, there's no way they didn't make that purchase without insider information, but we have no smoking gun to prove it.
What about Rice? The only reason I know this story is because of you. What's the story there? I hear 20%, 25% interest rates, 80 million, 100 million. What's the deal there?
Thunderbird?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? You talking to me?
Yeah. You. You keep.
Oh, sorry. The way that I
it.
see it, you're looking down at TK. You're looking down at TK in my visualization here. Yeah, the Rice thing, I think it's like 22 or 25%. I'm pretty sure it was RBC. So yeah, I would love to know the bankers at RBC, what they knew to give that loan to them in the first place.
Can you explain it just for the viewers who didn't watch your channel?
Well, I guess the Rice family, bought a good chunk of land in King County that was also taken out of this Greenbelt swap, at the end of last year with Dougie. It's now being put back in, but they essentially took out this $80 million at whatever 25% annual interest rate from RBC, and they bought this chunk of land like 60 days before the announcement was made. And, the Integrity Commissioner, the Auditor General, they both basically said, listen, there's no way they didn't make that purchase without insider information, but we have no smoking gun to prove it. But it's sketchy as all hell. Mm-hmm. So
isn't the smoking gun the loan like that is like $80 million more than they paid for the land
at 20% interest,
at 20-something%? Like that's
you
a
would
pretty
think
smoking gun, right?
Wow.
You would think so. How did they blindly choose that, whatever, few hundred acres out of the 2 million acre Greenbelt, right? Like, how did they know it was that chunk of land? But I mean, there was no like communication, right, from somebody in Dig Ford's office saying, hey, bro, buy it there. Yeah. So, they were probably doing it at, a late night over champagne in somebody's house. So
or maybe while getting massages in Vegas, possibly. Is that possible?
Did you guys talk about that story on your show yet?
No, right there. We just brought it up. Yeah.
It's class. You can't make this shit up, man. Yeah,
I mean, crazy or what?
Guys were on a trip to Wynn Resorts in Vegas, luxury hotel, and it was, I think, the Minister of Business Development and the chief aide to Doug Ford. It was like the chief of housing policy for Doug Ford, and they were telling the Integrity Commissioner, because the Integrity Commissioner is like, wait a minute, you bros were all in Las Vegas on the same weekend, and all of them, I think, including this guy, Shakir Ramatullah, I think his name is. I don't know if you guys know this guy, but from Flat Out Developments. And he bought actually 100 acres in Markham from this family, the Drudge family. This is a side story. I did a podcast with a member of the Drudge family last week or 2 weeks ago. Super interesting what happened there. That's a whole other story. But anyways, the Shakir Ramatullah guy was there with them. And apparently just recently, the Integrity Commissioner found out that they actually were all staying at the same hotel, and they all were getting a massage at the very same time. And I think the name
in the same room.
In the same room, and I think the name of the massage was like the Double Happy Ending Deluxe or something like that.
No,
it was a ridiculous name for the massage. So I think those guys were all going cross-eyed.
That's wrong. It was the Super Double Happy.
He said, I just ran into them. I ran into him in the hallway at the foyer. Like it was just like. I didn't even know he was going to be there, but yeah, he's a family friend, and we've known each other for years.
That's right. That's right, man. So it's wild, but TK, that story is mind blowing, man.
That's a real estate story. That's a real estate story.
And dinner is on you, my friend.
Oh my God. No kidding, right?
Congratulations, though. That's great for you.
Yeah. Awesome. It's again, there's a great happy feelings on one side, and there's other feelings like, man, I got to find that buyer another deal to make up for this one, because, that's a tough situation,
Did you bring the buyer too, or they came?
Oh, yeah, he came to us, right? I mean, we had the listing, so he came to us.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So, is there any
nice guy, super nice guy? Just bad luck.
Are you completely safe in this situation?
What did he do?
I don't control what the government does, and he
did
knows
your flyer
he owns
say
other property in Drap. He owns other property. This is not like a
he does
first time guy. He owns other property in Drap. He owns other property in Durham. He owns many.
No, he was happy to get
land.
this. This was a trophy for him. Unfortunately
for him, this policy
was this
changed.
the Gasparis? Can you tell us?
No, it wasn't.
No.
No.
They tried though, didn't they?
I'm not allowed. I can't confirm or deny though whether or not you know, we had any dealings with them as well. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's the area. That's the type of people who are going to be looking at that land, right?
Yeah.
And the other
Sure.
sales in the area,
Because
too,
otherwise
were
it's
all,
worthless.
well, no, they paid so Fieldgate paid $350,000 an acre. They bought about a 400 acre parcel from Coghlan Homes, and they paid $350,000 an acre, which again is high. Like if you look at Greenbelt land anywhere else, like you can go to like Stouffville, Markham,
Yeah, why would you
East
pay that
Gwillimbury,
much
you're like
to do
50,000 an
nothing?
acre in a
To look
Greenbelt
at birds.
area.
Yeah, you get to look at
Yeah.
birds and whatever the hell Gundobad's into.
Prime of potatoes, baby. How much you get for a bushel of potatoes?
You probably bought your place for like 10,000 an acre or something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You bought a place that you're going to build a cabin in.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Not in the fucking Greenbelt though, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. The pricing you just mentioned on the Greenbelt. I know the rural real estate agent who specializes in farm properties,
Yeah.
and she sent me a table. She gets like the stats every month about prime ag land that's tiled in southern Ontario. And the price range went from $12,000 an acre at the base up to 30 grand an acre. I think the cheapest land was in Norfolk County, if you guys know where that is. And the most expensive was in Oxford County, which I think is near London. And that's a huge like dairy producing county.
Yeah.
But I was surprised to see those numbers, but obviously they're much bigger. Wait a minute. Sorry. Can you repeat those numbers again for
GTA Greenbelt land? So you're talking Markham, East Gwillimbury. This is not, I don't know if it's prime agricultural land on that basis. I know the Farm Owners Association reads, I read those reports like once a year, just when I'm dealing with a farm property or something. And those numbers always seem low based on when I look at the comps and then I look at what they're telling me the average price per acre is in Northumberland or whatever, but like they're not too far off. But I'm talking like prime GTA location, like Markham, you know, but it's Greenbelt, or Stouffville, but it's Greenbelt. So you can't build anything on it. You're just kind of like stuck with this land because there's a lot of different shapes and stuff like that. North Durham, East Gwillimbury, West Gwillimbury, those type of places.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess you can lease it out to farmers to continue farming it.
Yeah.
But
Well, have a homestead. You can, you know, be near the GTA. Like there's other things that you get to use it for.
Right.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.